After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking for room, it's Gordon. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the Cowboys are flying down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The Cowboys headed quickly to the line. Give to the running back. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Feeling some heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll throw it from the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Freeman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Oklahoma State 3, Texas Tech 0.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets...
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Red Raider! And once he got loose, it was all over. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going at that one. Nice job.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Got a man. It's Pope.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air. It's Morton. They're bringing heat. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Freeman. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to...
And that pass is intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for a gap. It's Gordon. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Cowboys will hustle to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Handoff from the shotgun. Hard running there. Oh, it's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the ball slipped out. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
You've got to have better balls.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Line getting set on second down. Here we go. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Flushed out of the pocket. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Balls at the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Avila. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Bulls his way forward. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Man, the offense did not get enough. They got to understand the sticks. Maybe he should have thrown that on the RPO, right? It's tough. You got to read that really, really quickly. Now brings up a fourth down decision time for this offense.
On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The big fellas coming out the goal line defense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On the option. Now the toss. Pulled down for the tackle.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State hoping to get the pistols firing on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely there.
great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Freeman. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a...
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll give it to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Lining up to convert 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, what a cut! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gordon. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. Got his man quickly. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up in the 26 with the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Freeman. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. What a grab and go for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 28 over Georgia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Let's see what they've got on second down. On the ground, it's Avila. Steamrolls his way ahead. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Here comes the offense on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Takes a hit as he fires. And that ball is picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Pope. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Going up top on first down. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The cornerback wasn't full that time. He was squatting on the out route. And because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Gonna run it. It's Gordon. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. He's now up to 77 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Gordon.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him tote the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ford. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground coverage. Pick up the 1st. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Looking to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Gordon. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Trying to punch it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Bob.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The give to the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Gets it out quickly. On the move at the 30. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. After run, now throw. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stall on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for the loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Gordon. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line is set on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Caught near the sideline, it's Freeman.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Running it back, it's Hudson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Wants to throw. It's Morton. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads it left. Complete downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways. They haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll go right back to the run. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They push that lead out. A really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Line gets set, first down. It's a draw. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Got it in the middle. It's Freeman. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Dances away to buy time. Open space at the 25. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He's looking to pass. Let's it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Steps away. And he'll be brought down. A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. Fires into the end zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It doesn't get any better from the defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On the option. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
And you just have to have better field awareness if you're on offense. They're understanding that, A, you're in the offense, and B, where that back line is, David. That is not good news taking a safety.
No, and you want to make a play, and you want to make something happen, but you got to realize where you're at on the field. He doesn't do that, and guess what? Cost his team 2 points.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. It's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Looking to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Andrews. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. He's right on target. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia Southern has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 15 to Georgia State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.